Now, hey, what up? Can I cook for you fans? I'm your boy Mario MrCheesecakes DJ Big-Mac the boss, and happy National Peace Day, where I get to talk to you guys about the issues in our home base, the home base where we are from this country, around the world. There's so many things. I just did a live. Shout out to my guest that's going to be joining me pretty soon. Waiting for him to pop on right now, Kevin Lee. We just did a live podcast on National Peace Day. Right now, after this live, you can definitely check us out when we talked about everything from, of course, the Amazon forest to, of course, the black community, brown communities that's been going to hell since slavery, I'm gonna say. It's a now it's like it's just a new slavery right now. So just everything we've been talking about. I have to hear what we definitely gonna be talking about today. So want to be a part of National Peace Day today? Feel free to jump live or comments of how you feel. We talking about of course the black man and his true colors and feelings for his family and friends. And I mean, that can be any man too. I know I said black man, but any man. Because all you want to hear a lot now is women and children. That's all you hear a lot. I'm going to talk about, of course, the wave of this vaccine, man. How people feel about the coronavirus. I was still out there. National disaster, like, of course, the Amazon forest. Of course, Haiti, Afghanistan was going out there. Much more. We got so much to talk about, you guys. And my guest is here. What's good, man?
What's up, man?
What's good, man? What's good, Kevin, man? And I appreciate you being on my live. I'm gonna turn down my phone. I know it's a little loud. There we go. But yeah, man, I appreciate you being part of my National Peace Day. I'm typing in while I'm talking to you, man. And before we get started, my brother, we just did a live, like I just told everybody on here on my 321 Boom page. What's the best thing about what I'm doing for everybody, for us, for people in our community, for people in different states and towns, and of course around the world? What since today, National Peace Day, what's the best thing about what you heard today? And I appreciate your testimonies. We're going to be talking about his testimonies on this page, on Can I Cook For You page. But yeah, just give him a little brief. We've been talking about a little bit, man. Don't tell him too much, though. I want you to tell him more on this page too. So go for it, man. Tell him, man.
Well, basically what we was talking about: mental health, schools, homelessness, God, and cultures and races.
Yes. No, everything that you said. We need to keep talking about this stuff. A lot of people. Of course, I'm not knocking the news. I'm not knocking the news, but at the end of the day, it's like the news. They tell you right then and there. But I'm keeping this up until we see some actions happen in our community, because you already know in the black community we're the most struggled race in the world, and some people might disagree with what I'm saying, but it is true. You see what happened from slavery. It's just a new way of slavery now, 2021. It sucks that it's still going on. And let's get to one of the questions. What's happening in the black community, black Americans? To me, for myself, I feel like we still here, we still strong. But we still gotta go. We go through so much, like a lot of situations with black people hate each other. I don't know what that's about, but that needs to get out of the culture, because we're not a hateful race. But I believe that there's a lot of ignorant races in every race, around the world in home base. So I believe that. But man, for myself, it's like I try to be the best black man, the best man, the best person that you ever meet. So you won't feel any type of way, feel any type of guilt or greed, just anything about me, because I never did nothing to nobody. And if I did, I apologize right now, because that was not my action. But at the end of the day, a lot of other races will always say black men have an anger problem, have issues, they hate each other, they want to kill each other. Yes, we see that stuff on the news all the time, but that's not every black man, that's not every black woman. So to me, for the black culture, the best thing that we need to do is come together as one, talk to us. Like I tell all my black people, that I run into, or if I just met you, or anytime you've been in my life, man, just be you. Like don't change for nobody. If you feel some type of way about that person, bring it up. I know some people, that's the problem. We don't talk to each other. If we talk to each other, I feel like the world would be even better, and that can be from our race, any other race, this in general. So but to me, we have to start somewhere, Kev. I mean, if you can share your stories, I know you shared it on 321 Boom page. This ain't another page where I got a lot of traffic that come through here too. From Canada. Man, you can just tell people your story, what you've been through, and how you feel about the black culture, in Black America.
Well, it's just like you said. We are strong. We are strong, and we went through the most. And the reason why I could say that, because even now today, you got every race that's now today in America treat black people differently. Every race, they it doesn't matter who. We are considered the most hated ones. Us hating each other, we got to put on a face. See, black people put on a face. Working out the company that I work for, I remember I was working in I started off in the mail room, and I had to deliver mail, and I would walk around and I would be singing. I would have my headphones on, I'd be singing. And a lot of people would stop me, like, Kevin, man, you come by, you be always singing, and you always look like you happy all the time. And I'd be like, you just don't understand. My license off at home. I'm struggling. I can't pay my rent. They're not paying me enough here. I mean, I was literally going through it. But I had to tell them, I had to say, I have to put on a face. I have to put on this face, because if I came looking the way I look because I'm black, everybody would be terrified, because the struggle that I'm going through was so hard that if any other race would have killed themselves.
True.
We were built strong. We were built strong. We were built. We carry so much burden, so much on our plates. We carry so much on our plates that we have to put on a different face in order to look presentable to other people. Because if we don't, it's almost like, man, we are scary look. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put on that face. I had to put on that different faces. We as black people, we wear masks, because where we go is we gotta change up our attitude. We gotta change up our whole thing to make the other one feel comfortable. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we go with black people that we go through, and like I said, it goes back to when we hating on each other. That goes back to slavery days. How they was paying for us to fight to the death. They would whip us in front of us and told us if we told this what happened to us, they would separate us through the skin colors. All that was a built-in plan that exists to this day to black people. that we carry that. It's almost like it's in our DNA. We carry that in our DNA to this day of what would happen to us back then. And that's the reason why we look at each other like that. And they say always, well, black people kill black people. Well, every race kill every race. That happens all the time. Y'all just point ours out because it's more televised. You know what I'm saying? If they did the Hispanics, man, they was chopping people up and putting them out in the streets. But that's not televised, like it is with black people, because and like I said earlier, when something happened to a black person, they want to give us their criminal history. Well, the person is a victim. You giving a victim a criminal history. We don't need the criminal history of the victim. Something happened to this person, and that person is a human being. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little opinion on it, on how of the black culture. We definitely have to wear many faces in order to maintain in this world.
True. I right about that. Now I want to bring up what you just said about how they don't televise everything.
No, the news, absolutely. The news give you what they are told to give you. That's why I look at the news, but I different channels. Different channels. I look at different channels on the news. The news only can give you what they're going to give you, and it's always written differently from their perspective and their opinion. Like I told you earlier, if they show another race doing something, that race is surviving. They show a black race doing something, and that race is looting or rioting. That's the difference that the news will give you. That's why they tell you, you do your own research, search your own opinion. I love the fact that social media now is giving us our black history, what really went on. Now we got people putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? I just saw the movie with the Regina King movie. What was it? The cowboy movie. Yeah.
Something harder
they fall. The harder they fall.
Okay.
I just saw that movie. That was an awesome movie, man. And it showed black cowboys and girls in black towns. You see what I'm saying? You would never see that back then. You would never see that. We always saw another race besides our own. So it's changing now. Like I said, it's changing to where I'm starting to see a lot more of black families on TV, a lot blacks in commercials, not just the way that I'm starting to see that now. But yeah, the media only gives you what it wants to give you. You have to do your own research and learn from yourself, man. You have to, because like I said, there's black medias out there that give you information. Link up to these black media, these black news. I hear it all the time on the news, on the radio station. It gives you a snippet of a black news media. Those are the ones, if you want to learn what's really going on, to understand about your black culture, those are the ones to link to get your information. What's going around the world, I look at the world news, man, and a lot of things that's going on around the world, it's devastating. I just saw one on the world news where they was in Madagascar, and they show the people is hungry and of water and all that. You know what I'm saying? And that was sad, bro. It was sad watching that. You know what I'm saying? And right the next day, it showed how many people they raised over $1 million to help out the people over there. So I love social media now because it's giving out all the information and all the stuff that, like I told you, what was once in the dark, it's now coming to the light.
That's so true, man. I wanted to bring it up before I forget, because this list I have in my hands for National Peace Day. We talking about all these situations that's going on today for a reason, for a cause, y'all. Because to me, like I said, like he just said, the news just share you a little bit. And of course, I remember when the Haitians migrated to Texas, and they were showing images of them whipping those Haitian people. Now they were just trying to find. The Haitian people were trying to find a safe place to live, food. And to me, when I saw those images, it pissed me off because I'm like, yo, these y'all going back way back to slavery. It's like, come on.
Yeah. You saw how the Hispanics was. They showed them in cages.
Yeah, crazy.
But they didn't show them the way they showed that. That's like I said. It's the news will give you two different images. We are treated differently just by our skin color, by the look of us. We are treated differently, and it's subconsciously in their minds because the way we are treated, it's just automatic. They just think that we supposed to be treated that way because they didn't do that to the Hispanics, and I'm not got nothing against the Hispanic. I love my Hispanic community, and my Hispanic brothers and sisters. But I'm just stating the facts. When we was looking at the news, it was so terrible. They were showing them in cages. It's horrible on top of each other. But when they showed us, they showed them men on horses trying to make them turn around and go back. And then the government said they're not going to give them pardons and all this stuff. And it's just almost like, okay, so one race is okay, but the other one is not.
Come on, man. No, for real.
And you keep saying it's not enough room, but I live in the desert, and it's so much space out there that is ridiculous. The way they had the Haitians under that bridge, they could have had them out there where I was under a tent, running water, and everybody could have set up their own little community because the land was that big.
No, I get it. I mean, I was really pissed off.
But if they let them in, then they have to help them. They have to give them things, and they don't want to do that. They want to help the other races.
Yeah.
Give them the chance, give them the opportunity, give them the businesses.
It's a money situation, man. That's all it is.
It's been there from the beginning. It's a money, and it's a money situation. It's a division situation. And like I told you, they would rather live next to any other race than a black race.
True.
They would rather live with any other race than a black race.
Yeah. I get it. It's sad that we have to deal with it. That's why I'm doing National Peace Day. So I can leave this information up, so y'all can go back and please leave comments, y'all. Keep comments, whatever y'all feel on your heart, soul, mind. Leave comments. Like I said, I'll screenshot it, save them on my phone. And to me, just all them images sucks. None of that. Nobody should be in cages. Nobody should be whipped.
Nope.
We're in 2021.
Nope. And this is America, the land of the opportunity.
Yeah. It is, man. Man. But to me, it's so much going on in the world today. And like I said, we already did a live on my 321 Boom page. Y'all can check out the same thing. We're talking about the same stuff. I do want to go back a couple years ago when I did National Peace Day 2019, where there was 60, it might be more now, 64K. This was back then. Kids and black women. Other races has been kidnapped in the U.S. for sex trafficking, taking organs out of them, others. Man, to me, I believe that's still going on. I was watching a show, a series where they were actually sort of doing that. They was killing people for some money, and they taking their organs.
This goes all the way back, brother, to the slave days. All this medicine, all this stuff that these people are living off of, these cures is living off of, they were literally doing research on black bodies back in the slave days. The things that the women went through.
Yeah.
For science, the things that black people, all this stuff that they was doing that back then, bro. Our melanin is something that they can't understand. Our strength, our bone structure, They can't understand that. And right now, with we coming up with these black people missing and these organs is missing, they're doing it's research of for me. And like I said, it's my opinion. If everybody got opinion of assholes, but excuse my language, but it's opinions. What are they doing right now? They're trying their best to see how we can survive on the moon or out of space. They're trying their best for that. Okay, now, why are they taking these organs and all this? This is the only thing I can believe of these black people organs and stuff is missing. Number one is the black market, because they sell on the black market. Number two, they are trying to do something to make sure that it's possible for other things can be happening. These black people missing. These black people are missing because they're doing research on them. These black people are missing because they need what they need. They're trying to distract what we have, and to make it to where they can survive.
Yeah, I believe.
You got to understand, man. We black people live in desert, scorching hot sun, and we still survive. We done survived so much hatred, torture. I mean, unspeakable things that's happening to us, and we still survived it. That's why I say, man, we can have the strongest mind when we come together. That's why they got to keep us separated. We can have the strongest mind when we come together. Things that happen now that we're not reaping the benefits of. We came up with those ideas and those inventions.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You know why? Because we were put in the situation to where we had to make it easier for us in the suffering that we were in. That's why this is just your food side, the food channel. That's the reason why we made the leftovers, the guts, and all that flavored food. We made that presentable to us, to our palates, so we'd be able to digest it, so we could be able to survive to eat.
Yeah.
That's why we got that home southern collard greens and cornbreads and all that stuff. But we have to make things, we have to invent things to make that a little easier for us to be doing that. And what happened? They took it and they made it their own. They put their name on it.
Yeah. You're right, man. To me, it's a lot of work. It be handled, done. Like somebody be accountable what's going on. That's why I say I'm doing this to keep this up.
Well, first thing we need to do, man, is we need to stop letting just all one race make a decision for all races.
True.
And we need to have multiple races making the decision for the race, for all race. So that's number one. Number two, we need to change that law to where every man is created equal to every person is created equal. We have to change that, brother. So and then once we do that, if we can start putting in the mentality that everybody is created equal. You're not different from me, and I'm not different from you. We both struggle the same. The reason why, because we both breathe the same air. We both bleed the same blood when we cut. We both bleed when we cut, and we both have to do the necessities to survive. We both need it. All races need that.
Yeah. No, I get it. Forget it, man. To me, it's it has to start somewhere.
Yeah, it starts with you. I challenge everybody that when you see your brother and sister, you know what I'm saying, speak to them, even if they don't say nothing to you. Just say, "Hey, brother," or "Hey," like I can say, "I'll be, hey, king, hey, queen." You know what I'm saying? I compliment them.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that. Do that. Your day's gonna be better.
Yeah. It's almost like a smile that's contagious.
Yeah. And I mean, that's me all day. You know, for a fact. That's me 24/7. But man, dude, like to me, just talking about all this information. I'm gonna keep all this information up. I'm not deleting anything. Keep the conversation going after this live. But the traumas and the black and brown community and all around the
country and of course the world.
How serious?
I mean, to me, I know it. How serious to you, Kevin, and everybody that's tuning in? Leave your comments. Mental illness and physical illness. So how serious is that to you, Kevin?
It is so serious that it's dangerous. Our mental health is at war. We are dealing with so much stress, so much things on our plate, so much things going on. It's like our brain is becoming overloaded of the information that is going on right now. And it can't handle it. Some people are having nervous breakdowns. Some people are going stir crazy. Some people are doing things that's just unheard of. And it's got to be because we're coming down to, I'm sorry, but I have to say it, we're coming down to these last days now. And it's to the point to where everything is starting to happen now. You know what I'm saying? It's God's design. Hey, everything is happening now. So our minds is taking in all this information, all this stuff on social media, all this vaccine, all this government information, all this hatred's going on, all this protesting, and all our mind is overloading. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's driving us crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? We just came from being locked down. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you put an animal in a cage for so long and then you let that animal out? What's going to happen? It's going to go crazy. It's going to shoot out like a bullet. So that's basically what's happening. You know what I'm saying? We were so cooped up. Now that we out now, man, everybody is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And people are making are fighting over things that really is just common sense, like wearing a mask. Wearing a mask. It's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wear a mask. That's just common sense.
It's my rights to not wear a mask.
Yeah, but you also got to look at too all the NBA games, all the these sports games. These seats are sold out. These concerts, these seats are sold out. And yes, you got people coming in saying they vaccinated and all that, but you also got people selling fake vaccination on the market. But is there any outbreak from these?
Come on, man.
That's real.
So you got it. That's why I'm saying the media put out what it wants you to put out, and right now it's putting fear out. Fear. Get vaccinated because everybody is dying. Get vaccinated because everybody's dying. Fear. That's what the media is putting out right now. So it's got people going crazy. But if you just stop and look, you see that everything is getting back to normal.
Yeah, it is.
And what's going on in the hospitals is going on. They just have to, like I told you, they have to put COVID related. Colin Powell just passed away. What they say, COVID related. Now, was it really COVID related?
Yeah, they said it was something about cancer.
Yeah, then they said, but they said COVID related.
And that's one thing. I need to stop.
No, go ahead.
But no,
they've been saying that. I believe that. Me and my neighbor actually talked about that last year, and she was like, I feel like they putting COVID in front of everybody's illnesses.
You know, so mental, physically illness. Yeah, that's what I believe. Because to me, remember it was the swine flu. It was some regular flu. What happened to AIDS and HIV?
Yes.
I mean, what happened to all that stuff?
Yes.
It's like right when 2020 hit. Coronavirus.
Like I told you, in 2020, nobody died of a heart attack. Nobody died of of diseases or stroke. Nobody died of anything that in 2019, in 2018, in 2017, all these people died of all these related health issues. But in 2020, everybody died of COVID. Everybody died of COVID. So everything just stopped in 2019, and then COVID took everybody.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. I mean, to me,
I'm like, it's weird. That's why we have these.
It's designed, brother. And the crazy part about it is this is the part that I love, because this is what if everybody woke up and took these people to court, guess what they're gonna say? Well, we told you. No, you didn't. Yeah, we put it in this movie. We had it on this news feed. Remember, I told you. I wish I could find that news feed when a guy with the news reporter had behind a fence that was tarped, and he punched a hole through it, and all you saw was truck loads of coffins just stacked up, thousands and thousands of coffins, and then all of a sudden we hit with a coronavirus.
Crazy.
So they response to us is that we told you, we showed you, we told you. It was in this movie, it was on this program, but wait a minute, I don't look at you where you should have. Well, you should have took it seriously.
Yeah.
Because remember what I told you, the Bible is written off of testimonies of people experience.
Yeah.
Testimonies. These movies and these programs is off of people's experience. God works through people. That's what I told you. He works through people.
Yeah. No, you're right.
He don't come out. He don't reveal himself out of the sky. He used you, brother.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So they did tell us. They did warn us. They did let us know. It's just through these little things.
It's like hard head. You know how you don't want to listen to anything, and then when it does happen, you like, oh man, I was not prepared for it.
I wasn't prepared. That caught me way off guard.
Me and you both, man. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, I mean,
yeah.
Man, but this.
Yeah, man.
That's why I told you, man. The world was going so fast. There was so much stuff happening, brother. In 2020, everything came to a halt.
Yeah.
It was like God had to stop everything and say, yo, look, listen, quiet, listen.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It was a movie called, I forgot, Dog Days, I think it was, black movie with Lawrence Fishburne. Wake up.
Yeah.
See? Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up.
And to me, I feel like some people say, "Oh, I'm gonna walk," but to me, are you?
Yeah.
You know, like to me, like I'm asking myself, and asking everybody that's watching, you, everybody, like to me, because to me, if you seeing stuff happening. And you're not doing nothing about it. Come on. You're the problem. We're the problem. You know, we don't do that. You know, we don't take over. You know, just go straight to the situation. Like, yo, need some help. What's going on? What's going on? You know, but yeah, nobody talks. That's the main situation too. Nobody really talks no more.
No,
to me,
they text now.
There was a time where people literally was trying to talk to people. They were talking. But now since 2020 happened, the pandemic, everybody's scared to talk to people. And if they are talking, they hopefully they know what they're really talking about. Because to me, you know, this right here, this is information that we're gonna be talking about this maybe 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, yo, do you remember when this happened? When that happened? Because to me, that's we need this information.
Well, hopefully the generation behind this, the generation that's now, because see, it looks like it really is the generation behind us now after the George Floyd thing has waken up, and that's all multicultural generations. Yeah. Because it was not just black people out there protesting, man. It was all these different races out there protesting, which brought, man. Like I said, my job did this Black History one time, and I'm in this room, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I could count on my hands how many black people was in there, but. I'm looking at this video of them when they used to hose the black people down and sick the dogs on them, And I see people in there, you know, some people they've raised that they're like horrified what's going on. And I looked at the pictures, man, and I saw Asians, I saw Hispanics, and it dawned on me, we wasn't the only ones getting the dog sicked on and being hosed down. Those people literally stepped up and joined in the fight back then. It just wasn't televised like it is now. See, social media now brought the thing to light. Now when the when the protesters came out, you saw the same thing, but this time it was on a bigger scale. It was televised now. So that's what it was, brother. But it really warmed my heart to see that. And now I'm seeing the generation now behind us is starting to do something now. And hopefully the generation behind them is going to take it off.
Yeah. No, I hope and pray too, brother, because to me, we are living in some dark times. Of course, this is God's world.
Right now, we are in the dark time. But like I said, I feel, this is just my opinion, that we are in the last days. And the last days could be after all of us is long gone. The last days could be that. But we are in these last days. And I can say that because I read Revelations. I saw what Revelation said. You know what I'm saying? I saw what it said. And everything it said is coming to life. Everything it is said, it coming to life. And I see that before my eyes. I experienced some of it. You know what I'm saying? To know that it's real. It's really real, man.
No, I appreciate you sharing your testimonies, man. So yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot, man, that's been going on, man. From of course, the coronavirus, mental illness, just the national disasters, man, like how powerful God is,
how powerful Mother Nature is.
Mother Nature, well, they're both powerful. They're both powerful.
Yeah.
It's like Mother Nature knows. Mother Nature's come out of nowhere, and you know, I know people from the East Coast get all the tornadoes. We have earthquakes out here. Of course, I know China gets earthquakes and all that too. But I noticed that, of course, the Amazon forest is supposed to be the most beautiful place before all this happened, before the coronavirus and everything. But Mother Nature, man, was not happy what's going on, you know, in her own town, her own place, in the Amazon forest. I mean, right now to this day, I got some images. I'm gonna post those up later on, maybe on this page or the 321 page. But the Amazon forest is fires everywhere. Water is going away right now.
Drought, the water's going.
It's a drought
draining away.
The Amazon forest right now, y'all. So you know, to me, global warming is real, dog. Like to me,
yes, it is.
We've been in California all our lives, man, and we haven't had rain since Tony said it never rained
in Southern California. That is true, brother. But it's like I told you, it's the world now is starting to transform. The world is starting to evolve now. It's getting rid of all the old, and soon it's going to be the new. We cannot believe that we are going to be on this earth forever. If we look, like I said, the dinosaur days, that had to come to an end. So in order for those dinosaurs to be so embedded into the earth so deep that the things that's going on now had to go on then. And then all the beautiful things like the rainforest, like you said, all those beautiful things came about after that disaster. So right now, to me, and like I said, it's just my opinion, the world is transforming again. All this stuff is starting to happen again. You know what I'm saying? And we got a name for it now called global warming, but it's the earth transforming again to where, and everything that's on it, it's going to sooner or later be embedded into the earth. And the newcomers is going to start using us as the fossils.
Yeah, you're right, man. To me, I think a lot of people see that. All they see is damage, destroy. The world is destroying faster than you think in your lifetime. To me, like I said, I feel like
like I don't know, like if you ever noticed that when it rains, after it rains, it smells like amazing, fresh. And that's Mother Nature. Like Mother Nature said, I clean up the air for you. But you know, it's like human man down here want to play God so bad. They want to destroy the earth. It's like, why would you want to destroy something? That's their mind.
Yeah, remember in the Bible they try to build a tower, a human tower, to reach heaven.
I remember something like that.
Yeah, that's in the Bible, brother.
Yeah,
a human tower to reach heaven. And right now, like I said, the particular race is in survival mode.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're trying to find out, okay, well, the earth is going to transform. Well, then we're going to figure out how we're going to move to the moon. We're going to figure out how we're going to cloak and that's the closest planet, obviously, to us is the moon. So they trying to figure out, okay, well, how we going to live on the moon. And mind you, there was a movie with Eddie Murphy called Pluto Nash about living on the moon.
Yeah, no, I remember that movie.
Yeah, it didn't do good. But the message was there.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right.
The message was there.
You know,
people that not watch that movie. Watch Quarantine. Watch Pandemic. Watch these movies, these series. That's because it's going on right now. It's been going on forever.
Yeah.
You know, now it's like people acting like, oh, it's new. No, it ain't new.
It just wasn't televised like it is now.
Of course.
Now social cameras are everywhere, man.
Yeah, everywhere.
Cameras are everywhere, catching everything. You know, look at the one guy on the Tesla, had the Tesla, the cameras all around the Tesla, caught what the police was doing. You know what I'm saying? It was in the dark, now it's in the light.
Yes. Yeah.
No, you're right,
brother. Of course, it's National Peace Day, y'all. I'm your boy 321 Boom, and my guest Kevin. Everybody else that chime in. If you want to be part of this live, you know, there's a button where you can click live, go live, or just leave your comments. You know, I appreciate everybody joining National Peace Day since 2015. It's 2021 now, and I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna keep this going until the world be peaceful and your mind.
Where we all together, like Martin Luther King said.
And of course, it's supposed to be like that. And that's what I say. I do want to talk about ignorant people, and I do want to talk about black culture again. I don't know if you remember the story last year, or it might have been this year, where a young 16, I think she was 14, 15, she was in a fight with a group of girls, not from here, not from California, but somewhere in another state, where she literally was trying to fight for her life. But the thing is, she called 911. After she called 911, 911 came. Sad thing about it, everybody else that was trying to beat her up, they shot her on purpose because she had a knife in her hand. They said that anytime that person have a weapon in their hand, that's the automatic. They gonna shoot that person. Now, what happened to the rubber bullets during when the National Guard came? You know, last
what happened with pulling out your gun and pointing and say, "Hey, drop the knife"?
That's it. You just don't just get your gun out and start shooting somebody.
To a police officer, every black person, man and woman, boy or girl, is considered a threat. Every man and woman, boy or girl that is black to a police officer are considered an adult. It doesn't matter. So when they got out of their car and they saw this young black girl with a knife, the first thought came to their mind was to kill.
Crazy. But this happens in the black community.
But I've seen a video where the white guy literally beat the hell out of these two police officers with their own billy club. Took off in their car.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
I mean, but this is real life, and it's happening all the time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by it. It's the fact of the matter is that from day one, our skin is our sin. Just like Ice Cube said, our skin is our sin. Our skin was considered the hate one, the dirty, the negative, the be treated the worst. So every culture, that's what they see, man. Every culture see that. That's why if you go in an Asian store, they treat us exactly how a white person would treat us. You go into any other store, the Hispanic store, I'm sorry, my Hispanic brother and sister, but they treat us just like the white people would treat us.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you,
because that's implanted in their brains.
Of course, that's
what was portrayed in front of them. That's what they grew up to see. Well, black people are bad people,
and we're not bad people. You know, I feel like
no, we're the most forgiving ones. We the most forgiving. I would love you before I love my brother and my blood brother.
Same.
Which is so crazy because he's my blood brother.
Come on, you already know.
But that's the mentality they put in our brains. That's why everybody keeps thinking. Let me tell y'all people something. My brothers and my sisters.
Listen up.
Back in the slave days, they had the sons of the mothers making babies.
Come on, man.
So, my brothers and my sisters that might be from the same mother, why are we fighting each other?
They have no answer.
There's no answer for it. And like I said, I know social media is out. We're thankful for social media.
Yeah.
When I see two young chicks fighting,
I hate it, man. I flip the channel. I flip the feed. I can't stand to see my black people fight because we fight like we are literally trying to kill one another.
Of course.
I see them stumping, just stumping them, brother. And I'm like, my Lord, do you have any compassion over life?
Yeah, bro. It sickens me when I see the young black coaches.
Remember what I told you? The lady who took who fought the state over discipline your child. And people, do your research on this. The lady who took the state to court over discipline your child and made it illegal to discipline your child, to whip your child, son killed her. He killed her. He didn't beat her. He didn't hurt her. He took her life.
Crazy.
Now, the judge tell me I can't discipline my child the right way, people, or I'm going to go to jail. Now, I don't discipline my child, so I don't go to jail, and my child grow up and tell me or cuss me out in front of my face or abuse me or beat me. And then I go back to that same judge and said, well, this is what my child did to me. And all you tell me, that's my child. I got to take care of that.
It's heavy. I just want to bring up, of course, every race have their ignorance.
Every race.
Ignorance. And
for me to bring
that up is because black people are not the only ones that's ignorant.
No.
We are not the only one that's ignorant.
No, we're not the only one on this planet.
White people that just love their own race.
Yes.
Ignorance, okay?
Yes, it's not ignorant to love your own race. It's ignorance how far you go to love your own race. That's what the ignorant part is. Because it's okay to love your race. I love my race. But I'm not willing to destroy another race to keep my race survive. You know what I'm saying? That's where the ignorance come in at. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact of the matter of what the length that they go through to try to keep their race.
You're right. And so, like, I'm saying, like, this is just for the ignorant people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the ones that care about themselves, that just care about their race.
Mm-hmm.
You are the problem. You guys are the problem because as a fellow black person, fellow man, I care for every race in the world.
My
Mm-hmm.
mama taught me right to love every person, every color in the world. She told me that. You know. So I'm gonna tell y'all this real short story. I was at the Arco in Santa Cruz, and it was I want to say it was last summer, 2020. During the pandemic. And this old white guy, old school, like maybe at 89 camera, maybe 90 camera. He's putting air. It's gotta be. The guy had been about 90 years old. Caucasian male. And he's I'm putting my gas, he's putting air. Notice that he collapsed. He collapsed because it was hot.
Yeah.
And so when he collapsed, I was just like, and my mindset was like, yo, run over there and help this dude out. And like I said, you have ignorant people that shows that talks about this stuff too. The Jeffersons were his boss.
No, it wasn't the boss. It was a convention he was at when the young man father collapsed, and George saved his life. And when he came to, his son told him that George saved his life, and he said, "You should have just let me die." And the way that young man walked away was astounding, because he looked at it as, we hate this race so much that we're willing to die and not be revived by them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much we hate that race, which didn't make any sense to him, because the race didn't do anything to him. George didn't do anything to them for them to hate George. He was just being black.
Yeah. And the main reason of my story was the Caucasian guy. I ran into him because he collapsed.
Yeah.
That was my. I like to help people. So
yeah.
I asked the dude first. I said, "You need some help?" He said, "Yes, man, help." Caucasian old man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all hear stories about white Caucasian men, how they really don't care about black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this man literally saw my whole skin color. I picked him up. My man, his elbow was bleeding because he was fragile.
Yeah.
I told the workers in the Arco came out and asked me, "Is he okay?" He gave him some water, dehydrated.
Yeah.
I put the rest of the air in his tire for him.
Yeah.
And I just told him, "Man, sir, you okay?" He said, "I'm okay right now." I said, look, I was over there pumping my gas. My duty is to somebody needs some help. I'm gonna go over there and help you out. And I did. He really was appreciative. I did it. I helped him out. So that to me, I'm not trying to look for a hand clap or anything, or pat on my back. That's what you're supposed to do as a human race.
Yes. Yes.
To me, you see these images of Caucasian communities and all that, but they still the cans and Karens, and they don't want us to be around them. They bothering us. They bothering our people. They bothering me. They bothering you. We're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And so that's the ignorance that I'm talking about, Caucasian people. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm talking to every Caucasian, and I know personally. I know Caucasian people.
Yeah.
I'm cool with them. But at the end of the day, they don't know our struggle. Y'all don't know the black struggle. Okay? Y'all really don't know, because if you knew, you wouldn't be bothering us. Okay, I know y'all love our music, y'all love our hair, y'all love all this other stuff that we do. But when we need some help, you guys run right in your house, lock all the locks in the door, go in your room, close the door, lock the door, lay in the bed, cover up. Does anybody see me? I want them to come on.
Yeah, you got some like that. You got some that'll help you. That will go out their way and help you. It's just the ignorant ones. Like, I'm glad you didn't break out your phone and start video recording, because that's what they do nowadays. If they see somebody fall, they put out the video camera instead of going to help. That's what I can't understand with that part about that. But it's in the Bible too, where the man got walked down the way and he got jumped. And they robbed him and beat him, and people kept walking past him. Except this one guy walked and grabbed him and took care of him and all that. It's the same way nowadays. People are so how should I say it? They're so emotionalists. And then when they see something that's like that instead of them reaching out and help, they want to record it and post it. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that it's like that, but you know, we have to keep going. Like you said, you have to keep doing it. It starts with us. Like I said, when I talk to people, I go, you know, how you doing, King? How you doing, Queen? It starts with us. And as long as we continue to doing that and teaching that to our kids, I got 5 kids, 2 grandkids, and I teach them that. You know, as long as we do that, and it's a start. It's a start of doing something. You know, we're not just standing around. So I'm glad you helped that old man. You know, I would have did the same. I can't help but to help. That's just in my heart to help. My mom's just raised me right. You know, I can't help it. I can't not see somebody suffering. I hate that. It's seeing somebody suffering. That hurts my heart. You know, so.
Same here, and I appreciate you acknowledging what I just
told you, man.
Yeah.
The main thing, I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not hating nobody.
I just want
my black people, blacks, browns,
just to come
together, talk to, start talking, just talk. Like I said, I have Hispanic friends, I have white friends, Asian friends. I know people. So
it start by going back to the old ways. Come out of your house, go to your neighbor's house, knock on the door, and hold out your hands and say, "My name is Kevin Lee."
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm your neighbor.
Yeah.
If you need anything, let me know. You need help, let me know. That's what it starts from. We need to start coming out of our house now and start going over to our neighbors. Because back then they used to bring cookies and pies and then treat the new neighbors in the neighborhood. Well, we need to take that back. Well, I know, man. You do great. You throw great parties for the building for the community here, and I love that. But that's what we need to start doing. People need to start coming out of their house and start meeting their neighbors and start in fellowshipping, man, interacting with their neighbors, and you know, block parties back again, and you know, that stuff back again, man, and that start bringing the communities back together again. And as far as the with the police, I don't want to defund the police. I think that's the wrong thing to do. But what I will love to do is we need to start having these police be involved in these neighborhoods and not just cruising through the neighborhoods, but actually get out and start walking these neighborhoods, or set up a station in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? To where you got patrol officers walking in these neighborhoods and start knowing these people, knowing these young black men that's standing out, that's not doing anything, that you keep bothering, knowing them, you know, instead of bothering them, now you know them, and start teaching them how to protect their neighborhood instead of destroying their neighborhoods. We need that back again, brother. And but that's just my opinion. You know, I feel like once we start doing that, man, and this it can be a great place again. This can be a great place like Martin Luther King saw in his dream, to where we're interacting. You know, we're doing that now, but you know, it's like I said, after 2020, like put a halt to everything and brought everything to light. So now it's like 10 times it's harder now. 10 times it's worse. People are coming out of the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? Doing things and saying things to people, and it's crazy, man, as it is right now.
Yeah. I appreciate you saying this. So
look, y'all. We already an hour in, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. We're gonna keep the conversation going, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take another hour break. And we're gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna go back on 321 Boom page one more time. We're gonna discuss, of course, everything that we've been talking about, the black community, to of course the national disasters, Haiti, what's going on in Afghanistan, what's going on all around the world, even on home base.
Yes.
A human being on this world.
I know y'all. Everybody likes peace and quiet and peace of mind. That's what we need. mental illnesses. We need to keep talking about that because it's true. I mean, we all have it now.
Yes, mental illness is so true.
Now. We can't run away from it. We can't just ignore it. We want to keep talking about this. Stay focused. Stay awoke. Because at the end of the day, some people just want to just brush off all the crazy news. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy news going on, but don't worry about what they're doing. Just do you. Just relax. And like I said, please believe in God. If you don't believe in God, ask us. Ask Kevin. Follow Kevin. Follow me on our social media.
Put God in everything, man.
And don't forget, like when we go back live again on the first, one more time, we're gonna go back live maybe around 5 o'clock. Last time for tonight or whatever. If I have a little extra time later on tonight, I still go live again. But I want to talk about the man, how the true colors of a true man feelings inside. We do so much for our families and friends.
Yeah.
Do we really get the recognition of being man? Because all you hear is women and children. Oh, that's all you hear. Father's Day. What we get? We get the lousy old cheeseburger with a French fries and a strawberry shake or whatever you drink.
Absolutely.
Mothers get everything, and I understand women. We appreciate y'all too, but y'all
all the way.
Y'all got our rib. Y'all got our rib. Okay? But look, I appreciate everybody tuning in on Can I Cook For You page, man. Follow all social media platforms. Like I said, we'll be back. I might post the time and we'll come back again. And once again, thank you so much, Kevin, for being my guest.
Absolutely, man. I'm so happy to be here.
Of course, man. Hey, keep the conversation going. Leave the comments down there. We're going to talk more. I'll see you guys later. Thank y'all so much. Happy National Peace Day to everybody.
National Peace Day.
For sure. We out.